Check, check, check. So it's like crazy beautiful outside. So I figured I would just talk about my opinions on Rise of Skywalker, not really being a Star Wars fan. So I'm not a professional movie critic or anything like that. At the end of the day, it did a great job of being a movie. I don't even think I've seen all the old Star Wars movies. I've seen the newest trilogy, all of them. Right off the bat, my favorite character in this newest trilogy is definitely Kylo Ren or Ben Solo. I think that's his real name. I really liked Ben's arc overall. I thought his was the most interesting just because he is just struggling with his own internal darkness. I really love the tension that his character has throughout his whole arc of the 3 newest episodes. What was the second thing I wanted to talk about? I'm trying to remember. Okay, well, that's for sure broken. And we're gonna play it cool. Somebody's definitely in their window behind me, and I'm gonna pretend I'm looking at the sunshine. See if we can do this one better. Test the structural integrity. Okay, we'll sit here. And all right, See, this is why you can trust my opinions. I'm a high quality filmmaker. I don't know much about the history of Star Wars and the villains and stuff. Obviously, I know who Darth Vader is. I didn't really mind the whole Palpatine thing. I know that it was a twist because I read about it afterwards. It didn't bother me upon first viewing this film. I bought into it. I thought the big meat hook that they put him on was really cool. I know a lot of people were upset by it because it was pretty left field, and I can understand if you're a deep lore Star Wars fan, how that would be kind of weird. So now is the part when I'm gonna say some of my opinions about the plot of the film and what I would have changed or what I kind of wanted to happen while I was watching the movie. I don't need anybody pooping all over me in the internet comments. You don't know anything, I don't know anything. This is just a movie. Movies, TV, it's all fun. Books, sometimes fun. When the old Chewie went up into that ship, well, we thought he was up in that ship, and Rey was using the Force, and then she ended up blowing up that little ship, and we thought Chewie died. I thought that was really cool, because I wanted Chewie to die. I think that when we thought Chewie died, and when Rey thought Chewie died, there was this really cool tension that was now forced upon her character. And she had to live with that decision but still move forward and try to do the right thing. Like 2 minutes later, we find out that Chewie's okay. And I still would have been okay with Chewie being alive, I guess, if we would have found out 10 or 20 minutes later or something. I just think having Rey deal with that for a longer period of time and the audience would have added more emotional weight to the movie. One other thing about the plot that I wasn't for sure on was the end and how good old Ovaltine was defeated. Palpatine makes it very clear if she kills him, then basically she will become the next Palpatine. She'll become evil. I loved that darkness and that tension, possibility of her failing, basically, and becoming her own worst nightmare. But then she kills him, and they set it up so well where she brought both Leia and Luke's lightsabers. I thought it would have been so cool if her and Palpatine had this duel, but she had this tension and knew she couldn't fully kill him. Maybe she gets knocked to the ground or something, and at the last second, Ben could have crawled out of that hole the same way, grabbed one of the lightsabers, and he could have delivered the final blow to Palp. I think that would have been so freaking cool, especially because for this entire trilogy of episodes, he's been the one who's been fully dealing with his darkness, and he even succumbed and went into that part of himself. And how sweet would it have been for his arc completely becoming the light version of himself, the good version of himself, and killing Palpatine. Oh, I just think it would have been such a cool image to have him deliver the final blow, because it's pretty unexpected as well. I don't know, I just think he was the most interesting character throughout this trilogy. Either way, the movie was fun and it was mooey epicness. These are just thoughts from a person that doesn't know anything about Star Wars. Yo! It's kind of a Star Wars ending. It's just a beautiful sunset. There's a jet flying over me. I don't know if you can hear that. Here's my microphone.